Hi, it's Daniel, and Halloween is right around the corner, so I'm going to show you guys how to do two variations of a really cool ghost. So the first one is a pretty simple one that I really like because it's super simple and I know all of you can do it. But if you want to step it up a notch, you can make these other ghosts that I really like because they look a ton like ghosts. Let's get to folding, shall we? So for this ghost, I used a 10-inch sheet of kami. Now, if you want your ghost to be the colored side, so for this one I chose it to be colored, then you're going to start on the white side. If you want your ghost to be white, then start on the colored side. So I want this one to be white. So first fold the diagonals, so fold this point to that point. Unfold, and then fold the opposite, so this point to that point. So now you have this. Now fold this bottom edge to this crease. So you're going to fold like this. Rotate and do the same. So this bottom edge to this center crease. So now it somewhat looks like a kite. Now rotate it so it's like this. Fold this edge to the center crease. And do the same over here. So this crease to the center. So now what you want to do is unfold these and rotate it, and then you want to make a rabbit ear. So lift this crease up, and you'll see that this crease comes into play, but you don't want that to. That'll just help you get the movement. So make it a mountain and push it up and fold it over, and then flatten it on a non-existing crease. So now you have this little flap. And then repeat over here. So lift this up and then fold it over. Make sure that that doesn't tear right here. And then fold it down. So it's like this. Now what you want to do is fold this flap up along this crease or a hinge. So as far as it'll go without tearing. So like this, and then do the same over here. So fold it up along this hinge. So now it looks like this. So turn it over. And now what you want to do is fold this edge to the center crease. So like this. And then fold this edge to the center crease. So now it's like this. Turn back over, and now we're gonna make the little arms of the ghost. So usually I put these at an angle so the arms are like this, but also if you want to, you can just fold them straight down so it just looks like this. But I usually like to make it look like it's separated. So what you want to do is rotating, this is from this point, this is your pivot point. So I usually go this edge to the pivot point to that edge. So it's like this, and then you can flip it up. So it looks like he has 3D arms. And then do the same over here. So pivot along this point and fold this edge to that edge. So now it's like this. And then turn back over. And then what you want to do, this is going to form the top of the head. So you're going to fold this down. This is really to taste. So if you want these little edges to be bigger, then you don't fold as much. Usually I do it right about here. So it goes about a little bit less than if you drew a line from here to here. So it's like this, so it has a decent sized head. And then usually what I do is open these up and tuck it under. So then you don't have this back flap just flopping everywhere. And now to make the little tail, you fold this over. This is really to taste. I usually like a longer ghost, but you could also do it like up here. So then you can make more of these little up and downs. So turn it back over. So I usually go about here. But this is really to taste. So now what you want to do is fold this down. Even if it's just a little space, just leave a little bit of space, and that makes it look a little bit better, in my case. So now it looks like this. If you just want to stop there, that's okay. Now, what I usually do is do it one more time. So fold it over. And then fold it down. And now you have the little ghost part. Now I'm going to show you guys how to draw the face on it. I usually just draw this face because I think it looks really cool. So I'm just going to use a regular pen. So just draw a little oval tilted to the side. That one, I made that one a little bigger, so just extend that and then just color it in. And then color this one in. And then what you want to do is make an oval around here. Maybe just extend that a little more to make it a little bit rounder. Then color this in. And you are now completed with the simple ghost. So for the more complex ghost, for this one, I used a 6-inch sheet of kami, and I really like the color change, and that's why I recommend it. You can also use 10-inch, which will give you a ghost about this big. So for this model, you want to start white side up with an 8x8 grid. So fold this edge to the top. Unfold. rotate, and fold this bottom edge to the top. Unfold, and now fold this edge to the center. So then it looks like this, and then do that 3 more times. You do it right here, so fold this edge to this crease. Unfold, rotate, and fold this bottom edge to that crease. Unfold, last time, fold this edge to the top. So now you have a 4x4 grid. Now you have to make an 8x8 grid. So fold this bottom edge to the first crease. And then fold this edge to the last crease on the top. Unfold, rotate, and now it's a little different, so do the same thing you did on the first time. So fold this edge to that crease. But now you have to fold it to the second to last crease. So fold this edge to here. Rotate and repeat all of that on this side. So fold the bottom edge to here, and then fold this edge to the last. Rotate and fold this bottom edge to the first crease. And then fold this edge to the second to last crease. So now we have our grid. So now what you want to do is bundle this up so it's one strip of paper. So fold this up to make a valley, and then make the second crease a mountain, and then valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. So then make this one a valley, squish this one up to be a mountain, valley, mountain, and valley. So now you have this. Now the real fun begins. So now you have to fold this down so we can have the little claws. So fold this down and do that until you have this right here. So this will be the last mountain you make. So fold that down, then make this mountain. And then fold this down and make this crease a mountain. So now it's like this. So now what you want to do is fold one unit over and make a valley right here, and then squish it. So now it's like this, and repeat that over here. So just push that in and then make that a valley, and then you have to make the center one. So you make a valley that goes from that top to there. And we're going to box pleat this. I know that that sounds complex, but once you get the hang of it, it's not super duper hard. Now make a valley from here to here. And now you want to make sure this is a mountain. This is kind of like the stick figure. So now you want to squish this up. So you want this edge to go along this center crease. So you squish that, just squish at the bottom. So like that. And then you see how this starts coming into play. So one finger here pushing, so it's like this. And then one finger on top pushing. So now you have this little flap right here. And now you want to do the same thing on this side. So you want to push in from the bottom 2 units. And if it ends up going like this, weirdly, I suggest putting one finger under and pushing all the paper up to make sure that there's none trapped. So if I try to do it like this, it won't work. But if you push all the paper up, then it works. So one finger here, and one finger on top. And then put it all together. So now you have this. Now fold these flaps up along this crease. So like this, and then I usually just put them to the side, fold it up, and then put it to the side. Now we're gonna make reverse folds. So this one's already done, and that's pretty much our landmark to make sure that these two are accurate. So you want to push from under this up, so the bottom little point hits that crease. So push it up, and then flatten, so then you get these 2 points. Open it up, and then push from under, and make it a mountain, and make sure it doesn't go past this point. So now, bunch it up, put it right here, and now you have the little claws. I just always like making sure that everything is good with the claws because it shows up right on the front of the bottle. And then do what you did here, right here. So, finger from under, push it up, and then push this side in, scrunch it up, and then it's like this. And then do the same right here. So then push it up from under, and then squish. So now you're starting to see this ghost coming together. Now what I usually do is, you can do this 2 ways. A, you can just do it like this and make a small rabbit ear like this. Just push it in from both sides. Or you can just curve it so it's like that. I'm gonna do that, but if you want to do this, I'll also show how to shape the fingers. So I'm gonna do it like this because I like how it locks the fingers. And now you just want to separate the fingers a little. And then what I usually do is just push the 2 sides together, so it's like this. Push from the back and from the front. Push together and from the back and the front. Push together. This is just optional, but I usually like to do it because it just thins the fingers. So now it's like this, and then do the same over here. So it's curved, and now push from the bottom and the top. Push from the bottom and the top. And one last time from the bottom and the top. Now what we're going to do is make this indent in the head. So what you want to do, it's only going to go from here up. So usually I'll bundle the paper at the bottom after I do this, so then it stays. So what you want to do is push, so you see how there's a crease right there? Push right there. And you see how it comes down? Don't let that go past here. So bundle it up and then push in on that crease. If you can't figure this out, then I recommend going back to the stick figure tutorial, and it'll show you how to do the head part, in more detail. So now it looks like this, and then to make the head be locked in a circle, usually I push the sides in and then just get in the inside and then just squeeze it together. And then while you're squeezing it, I recommend fanning out the bottom. So take this raw edge and this raw edge and pull it apart to where it meets the finger flaps. So now it looks like this, and you are now completed with the complex ghost. I hope you like the ghost designs. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below if you have any questions about what paper I'm using, questions about the folding, or a project you want to see next. Bye!